Good morning. Hello. We're into day 3 of our lockdown in the hotel. Having another update for you. Nothing much has changed for us. We still are planning to travel home on our original flight on the 27th of March, arriving home on the 28th. Not quite the same situation for a lot of Brits here. I've joined a WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group is full of other Brits stuck who aren't in such a fortunate position as us. You know, we're here, we can actually see the airport behind us there, so we can keep an eye on flights coming in, flights going out, and if we need to get to the airport, it's literally 15 minutes drive away. Other Brits are stuck down in the provinces on small islands, beach resorts. They can't get back to take their international flight, even though the international flight ban that we were originally worried about, the 72-hour flight ban, that meant that tonight at midnight there would be no international flights until April. That has been lifted, but these people can't get back here. If you do stumble across our YouTube video and you are stuck somewhere, if you let me know, I'll put you in touch with the WhatsApp group. Lots of information on there. We've been very disappointed with the British Embassy in Manila. They're not helping people as quickly as they perhaps should be. The Philippine Department of Tourism seem to be the people to go to if you are out there and you are stuck. Find your local Department of Tourism office and register yourself there. The embassy in Manila seemed to be at least 24 hours behind with any updates or information than just the regular news. We're following a couple of journalists on Twitter who are based in Manila, and they seem to be fairly on the ball, and then like 24 hours later the British Embassy in Manila webpage, Facebook page, just updates to what we already knew 24 hours ago. So it is a little bit crazy. The Department of Tourism are, as we're sort of discovering going along, trying to fit in flights to bring people stuck in the provinces. A couple of military flights have been laid on. So if you are out there, definitely get down to the Department of Tourism office, the local one, and get yourself on the list. For us here, we're
isolated in our hotel room. Fortunately now where we've upgraded, we've got a balcony so we can sit outside, so that's quite nice, a bit more sunshine. But we're now sitting over the pool, which we're not allowed to use. It looks very inviting. We're not allowed in the bar, we're not allowed in the restaurant, we're not allowed really out of the room. We do get room service, which has been pretty good. We've got TV which showing movies, although it's been the same movies every day. We've watched Indiana Jones and Toy Story and Hellboy every day for the last 3 or 4 days. We've got Rummy Cub, albeit without the yellow 11. Don't know what happened there. And we've got cards, we've got crosswords, we've got snacks, we've got drinks, so we're okay. I mean, it's a very hot day. I mean, weather report wise, it's a high of 34 degrees today, bit of cloud later, but still very warm. We've got aircon in here, so that's not so bad. Sunset's about 6:10. It's nice to see, but yeah, we're still pretty much stuck where we are.
Yeah, so we're not too bad.
No, we're not badly off.
We're much more fortunate than a lot of people who are stuck here. But again, it would be, we're not having a lovely holiday.
No. And when we get home, we've been advised that we need to isolate as well. Anyone travelling from Southeast Asia or Asia generally needs to isolate for 2 weeks, same as a lot of other people. But whether that's going to be an issue by the time we get home anyway, because I suspect that everyone's going to be in isolation by that point. Getting back from the airport might be difficult, and when we do get home, we've got no food in the house, no shopping, because we've not been there for 3 weeks, and we didn't shop for the week before that either. So yeah, we might be living off of light bulbs and ink cartridges and that sort of thing.
Although we do have toilet rolls.
Yes. Yes, we've been stocking up on toilet rolls. We're going to fill a case with toilet rolls.
Normally we bring home gin, this time toilet rolls. But yeah, I might not be able to go home when I get home because Connor works in the transport sector and Chelsea works in care, looking after vulnerable people. So I might not be able to go home, because if I go home, then they will have to self-isolate. Well, they'll have to not self-isolate, because we'll all be together in isolation, but you know what I mean. So I might have to go and stay with Stu. So it's all just a bit up in the air still. We've got in our heads that we are getting that flight on the 27th with Emirates, which we've already reserved our, designated seats. So we know we've got good comfy seats, so we should be able to get some sleep on the way home and things like that. But it could...
I don't sleep on planes.
No, you don't sleep on... Well, he says he doesn't sleep on planes. I'll try and do a video of him snoring his head off on the plane when we get there. So, we're okay, and it just day to day, different things come up and different things change. And of course at home, it doesn't look like when we get there it's going to be much better than here. We do feel very safe here. The hotel is like spot on with the cleanliness. They're going around cleaning constantly. The staff are all wearing masks, which I know a lot of people have been saying, oh, masks won't stop you getting it. No, it won't stop you getting it. But if you do have it, and a lot of people have got it and they don't know they've got it, they're either asymptomatic or their symptoms are so mild they don't realise they've got it, a mask will stop you transmitting it, or will lessen the chance of you transmitting it, because it will, if you do have a sort of a cough or a sneeze, it will contain that inside the mask. So they're here, if they're talking to us, they've all got masks on. When they're bringing us our food, they've got gloves on. They're cleaning. I mean, we can see them from the balcony, and they're constantly cleaning all the glass, all the metal work and everything. It's just constantly being cleaned. Outside on the road, the cars that we do see going past, for the main part, we assume are essential workers and essential transport. There are petrol tankers going past. There are food truck deliveries going past. There are sort of hotel vans going around ferrying people to and from the airport. So for the most part, I think the Filipinos are being very good and sticking to the lockdown and keeping themselves isolated. It is a very populous country, so there will be a huge outbreak if people don't stick to the rules. But the rules here have been,
they've been well publicised, and they've been enforced as well by the police and by the army. Yeah. And generally speaking, Filipino people do as they're told. Yeah.
We're getting text messages from the Department of Health constantly, because we've got the Filipino SIM cards in our phone. So everybody who's got a Filipino phone is getting constant updates from the Department of Health. So it's not like people are having to rely on going online or anything. We have seen a few of the comments from people who are stuck in the provinces, that some of them are a little bit more fortunate than us, in that the hotel they're in is not in complete lockdown. They've got a curfew, so they are allowed to use the pool and the bar and the restaurant until sort of 8 o'clock at night, whereas we can't at all. But those poor buggers are probably not going to get home until, well, maybe mid-April, end of April, if they're lucky, who knows. But the UK Foreign Office need to get their finger out and do something to help those people who want to get home, who are not able to, who are down in the provinces. I've been very disappointed, very, very disappointed with the reaction of the embassy here. If anybody that we know or is watching this out there knows anybody in the Foreign Office, can give them a sort of kick up the backside, that'd be great. Not only for us, but for everybody else. Anyway, we're trying to keep our spirits up. At times it gets a little bit, but we're trying to be happy. We're trying to keep on. I'm winning, by the way, at the Rummy Cub. He's like, we're keeping it like a running total until we get to the end, and he's like 1,000 and something. I'm on 300 and something, so that at least makes me smile.
And Flo's keeping her chin up as well.
Yeah, she's all right. She's happy staring at the wall though, aren't you, Flo?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll update you again tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
GoPro stop video.